Hey guys, this is the Comic Vine news for the week of November 9th, 2012. I can't believe it's already...
November?
Yeah.
It was November last week too.
I know, but it's terrible.
It's almost Christmas, holiday,
Man.
whatever you celebrate.
Yes.
We don't judge.
No. New S.H.I.E.L.D. TV show's going to start shooting in January, which is cool. And we found out that the show is going to be centered around Agent Coulson, so Clark Gregg is going to return
Yeah.
to that. That'll be interesting.
Yeah.
You're not happy?
No, I'm just wondering how, if it's before the movie, during the
I'm
movie,
thinking it's going to be before.
after.
I think it's going to be before. That way they don't have to integrate any of the
Yeah,
characters.
because I think if he is going to return, I don't think they would do it in a TV show, but maybe they would.
I don't know. Rumor has it Matthew Vaughn is going to direct Star Wars Episode 7.
I think, yeah, the super rumor.
Super
Yeah.
rumor. Because he left the X-Men First Class sequel.
Yeah.
And Bryan Singer's taking over, so now people are like, oh.
But they're also saying Secret Service, the other Mark Miller.
Right, right.
That might had to, I don't know.
Interesting. But I guess, and this was just revealed yesterday, that Star Wars has got a screenwriter?
Maybe? Yeah.
Maybe?
What's his name? Some Arndt?
Michael Arndt?
Yeah. So he did
So he did
Toy Story,
Sunshine.
Little Miss Sunshine.
Yeah.
And then Catching Fire,
Yeah.
Hunger Games, which I guess is filming now. But yeah, because I guess they supposedly he wrote like a 40 to 50 page treatment for it. When the heck did he start writing that?
Yeah.
Was it like last week, or was it like, hey, maybe you should?
Yeah, because it did start. I mean, it was announced a week ago, so.
Yeah. But supposedly
Maybe they went to him ahead of time.
they might have, because supposedly Lucas met with he took Mark Hamill, Carrie Fisher, and Harrison Ford out to lunch like last year or something like that, and I think it was just like hey, what if, and this was before anything was in place, and Lucas isn't directly involved anymore. He'll be a consultant or whatever, but so I wonder how everyone kept this a secret.
I wish I would have been like, I wish I could have been a fly on the wall during that lunch.
Or be the server. Here's some more bread. Here's some more water. What?
What are you guys talking about?
Here's another napkin.
You did a Blu-ray review for The Amazing Spider-Man. Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird. There's a scene with Billy Connors.
Really?
Because I don't even remember if they mentioned him in the movie. But there's a scene where Kurt's talking, I gotta go away, Billy.
So there's a lot of additional features. Do you get a lot of content?
There's so much if you're into the making of stuff, there's this one feature is it's almost 2 hours long, and then there's these other features, and then there's stuff on stunts and the productions and CG and storyboards.
He did a lot of stunts, right?
Yeah, so I mean, if you want to see, there's so much there if you're into all that extra stuff. I didn't listen to the commentary, but yeah, there's a load of stuff, and then they also have this second app, a second screen thing, where you get your iPad or whatever, and then as the movie's going, you see different things that show up.
That's cool.
So
That's
and I guess they're constantly adding new content and stuff like that.
That's
I didn't explore it too much, but
that new content though
it gives you
adds
reason. It's probably like here's another interview, or here's another behind the scenes, or I don't know. Gives you reason to watch over and over.
Character bios and designs for Beware the Batman, the animated Batman show that's supposed to premiere next year.
People are interested in that.
Yeah. I was surprised. So Alfred looks totally different.
He's like,
yeah, he's super buff. And then
but
we have
that's
Professor
different.
Pig and
Wait,
Mr. Toad.
wasn't that different than the first blurry dark image they showed?
I don't think we saw.
Because he had a gun.
Alfred.
He had a
he's
gun
got
or
a gun.
rifle in that first image, but the character thing, he looked like he beefed up. Unless I'm just not remembering.
I don't remember seeing Alfred in the first images, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I do remember seeing Katana.
Yeah.
And she.
And we all thought that was someone else, and it wasn't.
Yeah. Man of Steel movie will be released in 2D, 3D, and IMAX, although it's not being filmed in 3D, according to Zack Snyder. It was photographed in a way that will capture 3D movie lovers. I don't know. Cool. Hellblazer ends at DC while Constantine begins. So that's pretty big news for Hellblazer fans. This was
Issue 300.
300 is the last one. Yeah.
And then it's like, congratulations on the 300th issue. You're done.
So it was canceled. It's not going just to end naturally.
Well, I mean, because Hellblazer's it's a Vertigo comic.
Right.
So it's different. Yeah. So that's just ending. The story's going to end, or the arc or whatever. And then the new Constantine, whichever you prefer. There's all that debate over it. That's going to be the dude that we're seeing in Justice League Dark and Sword and Sorcery. He took that gem, and yeah.
But this is a canceled book. It's not just.
Well, it's not that. I guess that's the question. I don't know if it was necessarily clear. I think it was just ending, so they can do the New 52. Just say, why do we have these two, Vertigo and DC version of the character? Let's just do New 52 because that's what everyone likes.
That's really sad. Lots of people love that book. You included. And Matt wrote about why getting mad at the Lucasfilm buyout isn't worth your time. I agree.
Yep.
I don't think there's anything to be mad about.
They spent $4 billion.
They're not going to change anything.
They're not going to ruin it, hopefully.
I wrote about Rogue being the leader of the X-Men, how I'd like that. But
you think she should be the overall leader?
Yeah,
or
I want to see that.
Like leading everything?
I want to see her lead everything.
Okay.
Why? You do not agree? Most people didn't agree.
I think she could be a leader because there's like a million books. But the leader?
Yeah, I think she could be the leader.
Okay, next.
No, I mean, you do not have to agree. Most people did not agree. I don't know. I think she showed some potential, especially with Cyclops being crazy.
He's not crazy. Cyclops was right, so they say.
Well, in Uncanny, Chris Bachalo and Brian Michael Bendis are going to do Uncanny as part of the new Marvel Now, and that's going to launch, I don't know, next year? Is it February?
I'm not sure. Yeah,
I think it's maybe February. I'm not sure.
But he's going to be in next week's all new X-Men.
And he's also going to be in that book, apparently.
Yeah, causing yeah. He's causing some problems. Why are the young X-Men coming? That's what you'll have to see.
I don't understand. I mean, I hope that they don't turn him into a villain, because I don't think that it would make very much sense the way his character has been.
No, he's just being hardcore, kind of taking like the Magneto route, where it's like survival of the mutants, and that's like the Consequences book, where he basically tells Wolverine, he's like, I'm doing what needs to be done, and everyone's gonna hate me, but it's for the sake of mutants. And he's like, you watch the kids, and he said something like I'll fight the battle so you don't have to, or something like that. So he's gonna take on the world to keep mutants safe. Mutants.
Quite the martyr.
I've been saying that weird. Mutants. I said that word a lot last weekend at Long Beach.
Yeah.
Mutants.
Mutants.
And it just sounded weird every time I said it.
There was a Art for Sandy Relief fundraiser that was started by Rich Ginter and Jim Viscardi from Marvel, and so all the proceeds to that go to the people that lost their homes, and I think it's one specific charity that is donating most of the money to Sandy Relief. So that's cool. And that's pretty much all I got.
There's Long Beach cosplay.
Oh yes, that's right. You did lots of Long Beach stuff, and we're gonna see more Long Beach stuff.
Yeah,
too.
so
that was last weekend.
Go to the Long Beach Comic and Horror 2012 page. Go to Image Gallery. You see all the cosplay. We did Mystery Art Challenge. Went up this week. It was Joker and something else. We did an Off Their Mind. There's more Off Their Minds coming up. So I don't know if I'm gonna. Usually when I would do this, I do them like once a month. I might just do more.
So do them all at once? Or?
No. I mean, because I did one. I don't know if I'll do. I don't know how many is too much in a week. If I do 2 next week, 3.
I think once a week is cool.
Yeah, so maybe.
Yeah.
Give it little by little. See what they had to say.
That's cool. And you took like 130 pictures or something.
Yeah.
At the convention. Good costumes.
Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah.
I thought they were cool. There's a whole gallery you guys can go to. There, so if you head to the news page, you can see the link for the pictures, and that'll take you to a whole gallery. You can scroll through those pictures. But we got some cool comics this week too, starting with
Deadpool.
All right, I didn't read that yet.
Really good stuff.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So Greg got to read it, right? He gave it 5 stars?
Gave it a 5. We got Swamp Thing, so this is continuing with Rot World. So this is cool, especially if you read the annual. There's a cool thing there. Then we have Harvest. This is A.G. Lieberman.
Does that continue from the annual? Or not so much?
Well, the annual is like a flashback, so
right.
It continues from the one before. And Matt reviewed Harvest.
And really liked it.
He really liked it. Then we have Jonathan Hickman. Crazy book. This is issue 7. Definitely read. I think the first trade is out. So you definitely should be reading that. Then we have Green Lantern. So the new dude, Baz. Simon Baz versus
Up
the
against
Justice League. And there's some Rise of Third Army
So,
stuff there.
the timing of this, is it kind of awkward, or does it feel like the current Justice League?
No, it's right, because in the Kiss issue to Justice League, Hal Jordan left. So that makes sense that he could leave a team and then get sucked away with Sinestro and all that stuff. And then Baz comes along, and then they're like, who's this new dude? And he's wanted as a terrorist. Let's check him out. And then it's interesting there. Heavy Duty,
Really
Daredevil.
good. So good. It's just a really different superhero book. It's really dark, and the art is so complementary to like the tone of the story. So it's really interesting.
And Uncanny X-Force.
Also really good and really sad. You can feel that it's ending, and it sucks.
We got the other one coming.
Yeah, but it won't be the same. We'll see. I'm gonna have to change everything that I've been reading consistently. But that's it. Any plans for next week? You did a new feature this week. You did like a podcast type.
Yeah, and
feature.
instead of the ask and you shall receive video, so instead of doing a video, it's just audio pretty much.
And that's probably easier to edit too.
It's super easier, yeah.
Yeah, super easier.
Yeah, and it'll be a little different.
You gonna like do guests or?
There'll be a guest next week, and tentatively one the next week after that also.
Cool.
So just
something to look forward to.
See what they have to say.
Yeah.
What did they want to talk to me? To find out.
Why wouldn't they?
The invincibly supermassive comic book podcast of stuff. That was my last minute.
Title?
Yeah, I didn't have the title last week when I recorded the first one. But then I was just like, that's what it's going to be.
And that's what you called it.
That's what it is now.
That's the end.
It's official now. No going back.
Super complicated.
Yeah. And someone asked that image that I did. They're like, is that supposed to be something space or is like James Bond?
See, I thought it was Hurricane Sandy. You were caught in the storm.
That's it for the news this week. Thanks for watching. Listen to podcasts.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a great weekend.